Side-Lying Fire Hydrant. You're going to lie down on your side, knees stacked in front of you at about 90 degrees. You want your hips perpendicular to the floor. In other words, your knees are going to be flush, not one in front and one behind. You're going to keep your abs nice and tight, keeping your rib cage in line with your pelvis. In other words, you don't want to be rotated forward here. You want to make sure that your ribs are aligned with your hip. Abs tight, making sure that your hip doesn't lean when you lift your leg. In other words, the hip that's on the floor should either be slightly off the floor or you shouldn't have an increase in pressure once you lift this leg. You can slide your hand under your pelvis to make sure when you lift your leg off the floor that you're not pushing into this hand. Once you do that, you can take that top hand and you're going to put it on your hip. Keeping your abs again nice and tight, ribs flush with your pelvis. You're going to squeeze your glute, lifting your knee towards the opposite wall at the same time. You really want to feel like this is being moved by your butt. You don't want to be lifting with just the knee. That'll increase the tendency of your hips to rotate back. And we want to make sure that the hips stay perpendicular to the floor the entire time. You don't want to lift and rotate, okay? You'll feel that in that opposite hip on the floor if you're doing that. So you're just going to squeeze the glute, lifting the knee towards the opposite wall behind you, not to the ceiling. And you're going to do those for as many repetitions as is indicated.